This is Verituner Basics, Part 4. I have just finished pitch raising, about 10 cents, 15 cents low from here all the way up to here. As you can see, I've got the little reference quality mic. They're fairly inexpensive, flat response mic. Again, I'm not sure how much difference it actually makes. I've set it for stepwise motion so it doesn't get lost, and I just finished up here. And this is a way to check how you overpull. Again, don't worry about the top octave right now. And this, okay, so here's a place where I didn't fill the eye, and the question is, how full does the eye need to be to actually have quality information? And well, and there it just filled. And you can see the calculation didn't change at all. The spinner was fairly stable there. So in this section of the piano all the way down to here, I'd say it really doesn't matter a whole lot, although I am really obsessive about the A4 to A3 temperament octave, getting those filled as best as possible, because that's where the rest of the tuning is grown from. It all references back to there. But as we get down into the bass strings, I have seen the calculation change from, say, the eye is filled that much, and when it fills up all the way, when we're down in the bass strings, I'll see the spinner actually move a little bit. So it does seem to make a difference down in the bass strings. So we're back here, again, kind of checking how well my overpull percentages were. And this also displays something else. See how the target is that little triangle, and the spinner is actually tied to there. The needle may show you when you're on 0, when you're actually in tune, like this is closer to being in tune, and the spinner will rotate flat because the target's higher than 0. So just watch out for that if you continue. So many times you run into false beats on some of these strings, and it's difficult to get a really good reading on it, and you may go ahead and try muting and just hear maybe the right string and see if that gets you more information. Otherwise, again, like I said, go ahead and use that remeasure to clear the eye. Possible to move the unit a little bit. And there we go. And then often what I do on my second pass, I'll come back to here and work right to left. So that way the machine's going to hear the right string first instead of the left string. It just gives me another indication that I'm actually really hitting the targets as well. We may want to, these should be closer down here. Let's see, I need to find where we are. And notice here's that thing where, see where the needle is right about at 0, but the spinner is showing flat and can kind of confuse you for the target. So this is where you press and hold the middle. It says you want to erase all those targets. I said, sure. That's what I'm hoping to do. We can even change the zoom here to show a wider scale. There we go. And then I'll work my way down, looking especially for any eyes that are not filled. Again, an E here, to make sure that we get a chance before going down to the bass strings to get these filled up. And I actually like to get these notes in the temperament section and on the long bridge from here. And in fact, many pianos I'll go all the way up to about here, get these fine-tuned as clean as I possibly can before going down to the bass, if the bass is fairly close. You know, if we're within 5 or 10 cents, the change in tension down here isn't going to make a whole lot of, or if any, difference in here. And that allows me to check across the break to make sure that the calculation is matching as well as can possibly be. Thanks so much.